I am sorry, but Princess Luna is carrying out her nightly duties. During this time, she's not to be disturbed.
It is all right, Sentinel. We are expecting them.
Oh, my apologies.
Greetings. We hope your journey was a pleasant one. Thank you for taking the time to bring this to us. To me. Apologies. Old habit. I can understand Princess Twilight not trusting the transport of a rear volume to any pony, but making you come all this way seems excessive. Nevertheless, I am grateful, and terribly sorry for not having the time to host you properly. There is an urgent matter that I must attend to immediately. Good night. Actually, if you aren't due elsewhere, I could use your assistance. Come with me. I have made a grave mistake that I must rectify soon. You must swear never to tell another creature. If you do, it will undoubtedly find its way back to my sister. Okay? I've lost my sister's crown. It was a complete accident. We were discussing the afternoon court in her chambers as she got ready for bed. She started getting long-winded, so I decided to listen to her from the balcony, but when I braced against the rail, I knocked it into the lily pond below. I wasn't aware that's what fell until she questioned if it was still there. To make matters worse, I replied that it was not. And to be fair, it wasn't on the balcony when she asked me. What? Tell her? Thou should try living with her before advising that. My sister always takes every chance to lecture me despite both of us gaining our responsibilities at the same time. A crown is more than a piece of jewelry, Luna. It is part of your uniform as a leader. While we're at it, I should tell her she didn't gain 20 pounds, I just sabotaged her scale. You didn't hear that. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be inconveniencing others with my troubles. I've done enough of that. Have a good night. What? You'll help me? Oh, thank you ever so much. You shall never have a nightmare again. Promise. Let us make haste. I managed to see the splash when it hit the water, so I'm confident I know where it is in the pond. Or at least the general area. Tia hides it well, but her crown is quite heavy. It's unlikely it has moved. That said, my plan of attack is to set a boat adrift in that spot and use a net to skim the bottom of the pond. Far from a perfect plan, I know, but one made better with your help. I considered tying a magnet to a wire, but golden gems are not magnetic. Good. No ponies in the garden. I told the guard I would be conducting my work outside tonight, and that I'm not to be disturbed unless the matter is of the utmost importance. That said, we can expect Twilight Sparkle to appear with news of a basilisk attack. Here is a net for you. It should reach the bottom. Okay, climb in, and I will push us off. Ideally, this won't take long. This is when ponies start falling asleep. I typically use this time to monitor the dream realm. Although Equestria has been sleeping very soundly as of late. Occasionally a filly, or Fluttershy, will dream about a monster under their bed. Or some pony has the cliché of being publicly dressed in only their undergarments, the latter of which I never understood. Couldn't thou just take them off? Nevertheless, for the most part, nightmares have gotten rare. I also don't wish to take more of your time than necessary. You are being quite generous in helping me. I know there are better ways to spend such a fair night. To be honest, I can't think of any other pony I could have petitioned for help. At least not in Canterlot. Our mutual friends in Ponyville have proven to be helpful, depending on the situation. Rainbow Dash seems like she'd be fine keeping a secret from my sister, and Pinkie Pie could be sworn to secrecy, although this task may be too mundane for either of them. Rarity is very generous indeed, but strikes me as a gossip pony, and certainly not one for anything resembling fishing. I wouldn't take a chance with Twilight Sparkle. She would be wrapped in grief about hiding something from my sister. That said, Applejack is undoubtedly out of the question as well. Her honesty is not an asset in this situation. Fluttershy might be the most helpful with this. Her affinity with animals could help locate and retrieve it. She is pleasant company and always willing to lend a hoof when able. She also makes delightful tea. Nevertheless, none of them are here now, and you're proving to be all the assistance I need. I wonder if Star... Was that your stomach? Wait, you came straight to the castle after getting off the train. Well, that problem is easy to remedy. Keep at it. I shall return. I have returned. I couldn't allow you to sit here with pangs of hunger, so I fetched us what remains of dinner. Tia and I indulged ourselves with some pizza. We finished all the toasted hay, but we have some cheese and vegetable left. I brought some of both, so you could have your pick. Here you are. Be careful. It is hot. I didn't want it to cool during my return. Do tell me what you think. It's from a diner I like in Canterlot. The chefs at the castle are some of the best, but even they can't compare to some of the smaller shops around Equestria. Do you have anywhere worth recommending? Huh? You snapped something! Pull it up! May this not be a rock. Huh? What is... Oh, this isn't it. Wait, is this my comb? I lost this over a week ago. When would I have dropped this in the pond? It seems like a few items have fallen off my sister's balcony. Back to it then. You know, all things considered, this is quite nice. The garden is very charming tonight. Wouldn't you agree? Wait, this is your first time in the real garden, isn't it? We should arrange for you to see it at the next gala. It truly is breathtaking. The statues and arbors are decorated with bright flowers like dragon sneeze and hydrangeas, and lanterns illuminate everything brilliantly. Although I'm partial to it unadorned. The glow of fireflies rather than lanterns, and fewer ponies taking pictures. I appreciate the festivities, but there's something soothing about it as is. That's how I remember it when I was young. Oh, I would come out to smell the gardenias when I finished my lessons. Tia and I would play in the hedge maze. I even had a little patch of dandelions I took care of. Back then, I didn't realize why the groundskeepers had such spite for them. I just knew they were delicious and easy to grow. Clearly, that hobby hasn't stuck with me. Admittedly, few have. My duties to the kingdom, especially the night, take most of my time. And I'm a little overwhelmed by everything that's cropped up in the 1,000 years I've been gone. Before, opera and calligraphy were ordinary interests. Now there's buckball, video games, the postal service. It's all so intriguing. You're relatively new to Ponyville. What do you find interest in? Perhaps we could try a few activities together. A friend could make things less daunting. Of course, we're both quite busy, but I'm sure we could arrange something. We could attend the Canterlot Cherish Festival next month. It should boast quite a few activities, long-standing and new. It could be fun. Wait, I have something. Huzzah! We've done it! Oh. I'm going to dry this off and sneak it into my sister's room. my new partner in crime. Our job here is done. It's gotten late to start traveling to Ponyville. You may board in the castle's east wing if you'd like. It's the least I could do. Great. I'll escort you to your room if you're ready to turn in. If not, I'm going to be here a little while longer. I have to keep an eye on the moon at this stage. Sometimes it likes to veer off course. You're welcome to stay and stargaze.